You think you're safe because you followed the script. A savings account, no debt. Junior accountant, Ohio, $52,000 a year. You are the perfect passenger in a system you don't own. You budget on a spreadsheet, tracking every cent while the actual dollars escape you. Your 401k is set to the default 3%, a machine calibrated for average decided your future. Every month, you save $400. You feel ahead. You have no idea how far behind you are. Inflation is 3.4%. Your bank pays 0.01%. You are losing power and calling it discipline. This is the version of your life where nobody told you the rules, a language you can't read. Compound interest isn't a friend, it's a tax. That car loan, it's a $4,200 cage. Your 401k is in a default fund. Someone else made every allocation decision for you. You will retire at 67 with enough to survive if nothing goes wrong, if the market performs. If you don't get sick, if you don't get laid off at 54, you are managing controlled erosion. You manage your financial life like a passenger manages a flight, belted in, dependent. Across town, someone your age is doing something different, not smarter, not richer. They have a moment of clarity. Information restructures the way they see every dollar. They know the difference between an asset and a liability. They know time is the scarcest resource. Then the phone rings. It's the CFO, a voice from the top floor. A $23 million pension gap, a black hole in the company's future. Someone missed it. They need an audit, not the standard one, the one that finds the truth. In the first version of your life, you play it safe. You report the error and wait. You let a consultant take the credit. You stay in the cubicle. You stay in Ohio. In the second version, you choose information. You stop sleeping. You start reading. Liability-driven investing, duration matching, the math of the 1% becomes your language. You find the glitch, a $3.2 million discount rate error, a decimal point that moved. You prepare a single note, one card, one solution. The board is waiting. You slide it across the table. In that moment, the two versions of you diverge. 2 weeks later, you're the director of finance strategy. Salary, $94,000. You are 26. At 26, you realize luck was never part of the equation. It was always a math problem. The system is built to reward those who understand the invisible architecture. You stop working for money. You start positioning yourself where money is created. You see the first level, the retail world, savings, credit cards, and consumer debt. You see the second level, the institutional world, pensions, insurance, and dry powder. Information is the only asset that doesn't depreciate. It compounds while you sleep. You move $4 million into a barbell strategy, short duration assets, long duration bets. The market returns 4.1%. You return 8.2%. You are the only one who isn't surprised. VP Castellano sends you an email, a restructuring project, the big leagues. VP Castellano sends you an email, a restructuring project, the big leagues. The entire system has one variable, leverage. Duration-weighted exposure becomes your new obsession. You are no longer in Ohio.
At 30, you joined the bank's restructuring advisory. You are no longer watching the board. You arrive after the damage, determining what is salvageable, what must be cut. Corporate failure isn't bad products, it's bad capital structures during good times. You join a private credit firm, $340 million in assets, former distressed debt traders. They teach you the ultimate skill, knowing when to hold your fire. Dry powder is discipline. 11 months without a single investment. Most people would call that a failure. It's not a failure. It's the precondition for opportunity. You wait for the break. Then a regional bank fails. A middle market loan portfolio hits the market. 63 cents on the dollar. The firm deploys $80 million in 30 days. You move like a ghost. The 4-year recovery comes in at 140%. The math is simple. The execution is rare. The fund closes at $1.1 billion. You no longer think in monthly budgets. You think in basis points and duration-weighted exposure, the language of altitude. A position moves 40 basis points against you, $60 million at risk. No panic. You calculate the hedge. The system absorbs the shock. You are the operator now. Your decisions affect thousands of workers, their wages, their lives, their futures. You do not think about them often. This is what operating at altitude does to you. Financial literacy isn't taught in schools because an informed population is dangerous. Ignorance is a structural advantage held by those already inside the system. You understand this now. The wealthy hold assets. The working class holds wages. That single difference compounds over 40 years into an unbridgeable canyon. The gap isn't moral, it is mechanical, and it is completely learnable. Now you sit on the committee, a $1.4 billion fund. You are 38. Your decisions move markets you once watched from a cubicle in Ohio. Influence credit in 3 sectors now. 47 people return your calls within the hour. You have enemies you will never meet, positions crushed through information alone. No malice, just math. The system doesn't have a heart, it has an algorithm. Your power is fragile, dependent on liquidity, dependent on trust. You know the version of you in Ohio, contributing 3%, saving $400 a month. The difference was never intelligence, it was information, freely available, hidden in plain sight. It arrived through a single moment of curiosity, a seed that compounded into a forest. Tomorrow, the fund has a $180 million term loan coming up. Rates are rising. The borrower is stretched. The original sponsors are looking for an exit. You see the crack. 3 possible outcomes. You have already mapped each one. You decide before noon. The decision affects 260 employees in Tennessee. They will never know your name. The markets open in 6 hours. The game is about to accelerate again. Another operator is somewhere below you right now, reading, working past midnight, building the knowledge base that will eventually bring them to this level or beyond. The seat you occupy is not permanent. Nothing in this system is permanent. Powerful but not safe. Influential but replaceable. Wealthy but not free. The only question that matters, did you learn the rules too late or just in time? The spreadsheet was always there. The compound curve was always there. The language was always learnable. You just needed the first piece. Somewhere right now, the next operator is waking up. They type into a search bar. They read one thing, then another. The curve begins. The shift starts. In the committee room, you close the folder. The decision is made. The exposure remains. The regulators are watching. Nothing resolves cleanly. Another crisis is building somewhere. You can feel it in the spreads.
The knowledge that brought you here, that was the only thing that was ever yours. The markets open in 4 hours. The game does not end, it accelerates. Lesson 1. The inflation tax. Saving is not investing. Inflation 3.4%. Savings 0.01%. Lesson 2. The asset gap. The wealthy own assets. The working class holds wages. Lesson 3. Capital restructuring. Lesson 4. The information curve. Information is the only asset that compounds. Knowledge is not neutral, it is a structural advantage. The game never ends, it only accelerates. Are you learning? Start now.